that guy! The Raggedy Man! I'm not scared. Come on! Open you up and bleed you dry! Stay back! I want to eat! I'm gonna sling your gun ropes out! Get up! Break them! Hey, what's that? Hey! Let's go! Get him now! That strengthens me! What's that? We got company! Kill that roadkill! Bring it back out! Boys, over! Just catch him and rip out his throat! Alert! Elation! Wake up! Wake up! Please help! Gas launcher! Fight me! Look! Keep breathing!
Oh my goodness. Gaming Spino, my bad. I was kind of tuned out for a second there, getting my little stream side up real quick. Bruh, like, yeah. This game is fun as fuck. Yeah. My bad, I wasn't fully paying attention in chat yet. I just got here. Like, mentally, I'm not 100% yet. I just woke up. Kinda. How you doing today, Spino? Yeah, the combat in this game is so much fun. Definitely reminds me of like the Arkham Knight games and stuff. How am I doing? I'm doing good. I'm trying to get a little bit of streaming done, probably about like an hour or so before I start working on I got some schoolwork to do. I got like 2 assignments to do today. It's little things, so I'm gonna do a little bit of streaming and then try to get to what do you call it? try to get to a point where I can work on some stuff. Yeah, man. Of course, I hope you're doing well today. Yeah, I've been spent some time last night turning one of my other streams into a couple of shorts. I think I made like 6 shorts, and then I set them to come out like I set them to come out once every hour from like 6 a.m. until like 11 o'clock. I think was when the last one came out. So I was just like, you know, trying to really work on my content this year, trying to make sure that I'm being a little bit more present and organizing my time better, you know? Yeah, this game is very fun though. Like, yeah, this game is excellent. Very much a what do you call it? A like Arkham Knights type vibe. Oh yeah, the shorts. Check out the shorts. Oh yeah, of course, definitely check out the shorts. The shorts seem to get a decent bit of attention, but it's like, because, you know, people with short attention spans that they do like what we call a doom scrolling, and, you know, spend several hours on excuse me, spend several hours flipping through shorts and stuff, and it makes it for a somewhat easy way to get content out, as well as like drive traffic to my streams, which, you know, YouTube doesn't promote streams as well as it promotes posted videos. Posted videos get promoted quite a bit better than most other formats. Is it zipline? No. Those things get promoted pretty well, so the shorts get promoted really well. So yeah, just trying to kind of like come at it from multiple angles in the environment that YouTube has created. Use the tools that they have available to make sure that I'm building proper growth this year. I finally hit 90 subscribers. I was born in the year of 91, so I'll be really happy whenever we hit that number. And then after that, my next goal is to hit 100 subscribers. And then after that, 1,000. And then after that, 100,000. We're gonna keep going. Because I have fun streaming, so like I'm gonna try to put more into it this year. Last year I tried to put a decent bit into it too, but then I started school and kind of got distracted. Now I feel like I'm in a little bit better of a place. I'm missing one piece of scrap somewhere, and I don't know where it's at. It's got to be like in one of these little cubby holes hiding behind a wall or something. But yeah, I was trying to do a little bit more about my streaming and stuff last year. That's how I met you, through like, you know, the Cyberpunk and stuff. I was really grinding for a little while, and then, you know, it was just kind of got overwhelmed with school and stuff, and now I'm back a little bit more comfortable with my school schedule. Is really good. I'm you know, learning better habits, so I'm doing better. Every time is a little bit of a goal to step up and do a little bit better than the last time, you know? To be honest, these types of videos. Some of their shorts are TikToks or even Instagram, my favorite. Yeah, yeah. Some people just don't sit there and flip through the shorts, you know? I have a habit of kind of doom scrolling sometimes too, but the algorithm kind of feeds off of the doom scrolling. It really enjoys it. I like this video. Have negatively affected society. Yeah, so, yeah. In some aspects, I do think it's negatively impacted society, because it brings out a trait that we as humans already have, and that is that we have short attention spans and we like shiny things. Having short clips on, you know, these shorter form platforms, these short clips are, you know, they're small, they don't take a lot of attention span, they're kind of quick to pump out several of them. Like, I think I spent an hour making like 6 of them last night. And they keep the short attention span for that short period of time. they shorten attention spans. I don't know if I'd say they shorten attention spans. I think that people already have some somewhat short attention spans sometimes, and the shorts kind of play into that. It's a what do you call it? It's a psychological thing for a lot of people, where it's easy to fall into that short attention span whenever you have the tools to, we all kind of have short attention spans sometimes. There's lots of humans that see shiny things and get distracted easily. I think it's worth putting time and effort into what you actually like, so that if you're spending, your time wisely, people get trapped in the shorts thing because they already have short attention spans. We're giving them the tools to be able to do the short form content for longer periods of time, which is why people will sit there and doom scroll and just keep swiping. People become glued to their phones. Yeah, it does. It causes that problem because they already have the short attention spans, and then these small videos just kind of like, they make it easier to sit there and go from one thing to the next. Also, every time you change a video for like shorts and stuff, they understand how shorts work. People who make these algorithms and stuff and these short form videos, the reason why these become so popular is because they kind of drip feed dopamine to humans, whereas we have oh goodness, there's a name for it, but it's essentially where we feel like we get rewarded for doing something easy, so we do the easy thing more often. You still get a reward from watching long form videos where you find something interesting, but you have to sit there for a period of time to get that dopamine hit, to be able to get that happy feeling. Whereas with shorts, you can get that little bit of a happy feeling with a 30-second or a 1-minute video, and then swipe to the next one, and you get that same little boost every single time you swipe a video, which leads to people just swiping and swiping and swiping because they get that little bit of drip feed every single time they swipe. So it's a manipulation of a psychological thing that already exists in humans. We enjoy that type of stuff. Now, it's not for every little person in the world, but like a vast majority of people, that is how they think. And we have the tools available for them to do it infinitely. You can infinitely just scroll. I really want that last piece of loot. There is one more piece of scrap somewhere, and it's driving me insane. One of the best explanations. Yeah, so this may help the conversation a little bit in this aspect, but I have taken a speech class which required to kind of try to understand the human mind and a little bit of how like speech patterns or how to behave whenever you're speaking to another person so that you can capture their attention or to keep their attention. I learned some of that stuff in my speech class, as well as I'm also taking a psychology class now, because those things kind of tie into gaming and how advertising or like little things that draw the attention of humans and give them that little drip feed of dopamine, of serotonin, for a majority of humans, it works so well that we as a society have psychologically, we've basically committed psychological warfare on our own people, to keep them trapped inside their phone for hours and hours so that they can't understand the political atmosphere around them is baffling to me, that so many people will wholeheartedly buy into what is being built around them without taking a step back and observing the actual action that is happening. And the actual action that is happening is that we are being drip fed content through multiple different platforms, through short form narratives, through sound bites and clips. We are being fed this stuff, and it tunes in our mind to see these little bits of information and to feel like we are part of something without having to invest a bunch of time into it. If I invest 2 hours in watching somebody stream or live video or whatever, I feel like the payout might be smaller, and sometimes it's bigger. Sometimes you enjoy that full hour of content, but sometimes you don't. And there's also something in the human mind where it goes to FOMO, or fear of missing out. And some people will watch long form content even if they're not enjoying it, simply because they fear on missing out of the content because it's somebody that's like a big name that's tied to it or something like that. So like that plays a little bit into it too. But if you get FOMO in a short form content, right, you get fear of missing out in short form content, you're basically not going to get anybody who's going to swipe away, because they're going to balance it in their head and they're going to go, yeah, if I miss out on this content, that would suck. So I have the fear of missing out. But the content is so short. It's like a minute. So what am I afraid of? Wasting 1 minute? I'll just watch it anyways. And whether or not it was worth your time, it doesn't matter. You feel like you've only wasted a minute. The sad fact of it is you feel like you're only wasting a minute, but you're sliding through multiple 1 minute videos, and in the end you end up wasting more time than you would if you were to find a long form video that actually holds your attention better or has some type of material that you agree with or understand better. So like, it is a psychological thing of how all of these shorts, like if you look at it, every platform, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok is back now after they banned it in the United States, but like, all of these things are being dumbed down and condensed to the point where it's easy to consume it. People don't feel like they're missing out on anything, so there's no FOMO. They can watch that thing for 1 minute, and there's no repercussions, there's no downside for watching that 1 minute video. So you can remove the fear of missing out by making it a short video, and you remove the fear of lost time because it's a short video. So it's so, yeah. What happened with the TikTok? So just kind of like real quick, they were working on trying to get TikTok absorbed by an American company because the powers that be in the United States, some of them disagree with an entity outside of the United States controlling such a large market of our data. And TikTok has basically been told, hey, you need to be bought out by a United States country, or by a United States company, because if it's a United States company, then they have to follow all of the rules in the United States. They have to follow our consumer practices, which means that a United States representing company, they would have to follow, which even then, some companies in the United States still don't follow these rules. So the whole thing was kind of dumb in my personal opinion, but essentially the American side of it, the United States side of it, they wanted control over the data and information that is being shared across the platform. They want to be able to stop other countries from gathering that data to use in some other way. And by forcing TikTok to sell the United States server, because everything's set up on servers, to have a United States ran server would mean that they would have to follow the United States rules. The problem with having a server in America, but the company being in any other country, they follow that country's laws and rules. So even though they are on a server here, the only thing they have to do is they have to watch the content that's on the server. They don't have to care about the content that they're not the content, the information, that the data that they're collecting. They don't have to follow those rules because they're not an American company. But if the United States of America, if we were to force them to sell to a United States company, then now the United States, as a stakeholder, I believe is what they would call it, a stakeholder or a shareholder, they have a say, and they have to follow some of the rules in the United States. It's a lot about control. It's really, that's all it is. I myself literally deleted TikTok like a week maybe before they decided to do that ban. I see the whole thing as grown men in politics throwing a fit. They can argue all they want about the safety of America and all this, but I think that the political leaders in the United States of America, I cannot believe that they are so dumb that they genuinely think that by removing that one platform, it gives them some form of an advantage here. The only reason I say that is because Facebook is just as bad, if not worse, for the data thing. And that is purely because Facebook was literally, and went to court for this, or selling data to other countries, selling our data to other countries. So that's like, it's a little sad to see people desperate for control and power. Yes, it is. It is truly sad that they would go this far on TikTok when they're not doing anything about the other companies that behave with the same practices. Facebook has been collecting data since it was created. Facebook has been, yes, Facebook sells data. They have had to modify their behavior as of the last like year or two, but Mark Zuckerberg actually had to go to court because they were trying to figure out where's the line on how much content you're allowed to sell data. Like, that's the thing, is Facebook is an American country, American company. That is a United States of American company. That is a U.S. company. You can't tell me that United States buying TikTok is going to change TikTok's behavior, because Facebook is doing basically what TikTok already does. Instagram does that already. Whenever you sign on to these apps and stuff and you hit the little button that says, do you want to share your information with Google so that Google can make changes or put in troubleshooting reports on your behalf, that message pops up for like everything that Google has now whenever you sign up with a new account. Google shares your information. Thank God I share as little data with other companies. So the weird thing about that is you can't avoid sharing your data. It's unavoidable. That is the worst part about the whole thing. You can't avoid sharing your data. The sad reality of it is, unless you have no digital footprint at all, then you can't avoid it. Like, if you have a username and it's tied to an email account, and that email account is tied to your name in any way, shape, or form, then the server that runs your email, like I have Gmail, so Google has all my information simply because I have a Gmail account and I run a YouTube channel where I have a username. All of that information is all they need to be able to create a character profile for you. You have a digital character profile already out there for you. The only way you can avoid this in today's day and age with computer and technology, the only way you can avoid it is to completely remove your digital footprint. And I hate to say it, but if you've started already, you can't remove your footprint. It's already out there. Oh yeah, it's all for money. Yeah, it's all for money. The companies that get your information, what they typically do with it is they use it to contact you for spam, like your car insurance or your homeowner's insurance, or pretty much any of those I call them scams, but they're legitimate companies that get your information from an online repository. It's a directory of names, usernames, emails, contact phone numbers, and these people purchase access to it. They purchase access to it so that they can send out mass emails and mass phone calls to large amounts of people and try to get access to as many people as possible. It's what you would call advertising through overwhelming force. Basically, when, like, if a new game comes out and the game company wants to promote their game, one of the best places to go is places where people buy games. So you might advertise your game on Steam, you might advertise it on, like, I'm trying to think of like other platforms. You might take out an ad at GameStop. You might get a billboard at GameStop because they always have at GameStop. They always have that little TV with a controller whenever you walk in the front door, so you can try and play a trial version of like one of the newest games. So if I wanted to promote my game, I would try to promote it in places where other people who would actually want to buy it would see it. What a lot of people do whenever they're buying data, though, is they are buying the data and then they are advertising to everyone they can touch. Whether it's about gaming or not, they don't care. If you've never played a video game in your entire life, you can still get these advertisements. The big caveat being that, like, with Google, Google does what's called targeted advertising, and if you sign up through Google with a Gmail account, and you sign up with Google through a Gmail account, and they will typically ask you if you would like to allow them to access your stuff in order to cultivate an advertising environment. They work with YouTube on this. Personalized advertisements on YouTube, that's literally what they use your data for. They use it for personalized advertising. It's, oh yeah, it's insane how big this type of stuff is, and it all goes into psychology. Um, this is something I really am interested in the area of gaming specifically, because outside of marketing and data collection and stuff like that, just well, just for like video games, right? There are, psychologically speaking, there's a lot of ways that we manipulate the attention span of human beings. TikTok is a really good example because, you know, short form shorts that you can just flip through and you'll never be bored because there's always another short. I can parallel that to video games, right? I think I actually touched on this just a little bit whenever you were in my Mad Back stream just the other day, but like just running through this area, right? Just running through this area, we can see like the blood trails on the ground. You probably didn't pay attention to that just a second ago until I mentioned it. But if you're playing a game like this, subconsciously, you're thinking about these blood trails and where they go. This door, look at this door. This door is bright framely yellowed. Why would they put a bright yellow frame around it? Well, because psychologically speaking, your eye will be drawn to this. Look at this. If I just keep going backwards, like this, with this spot right here, the sun in my eyes and looking at that doorway right there, you say the open door and the yellow frame around it. And think about that. They want you to come here. They put a little bright red banner right here. These are colors and design features to attract the user's attention. Yes, 100%. See that? That's an explosive barrel. You can see it so quickly because it sticks out against the brown and rusted in the corner. And even worse than that, there are some of these that are rusted red. Why is this one bright red? There's a reason why it's bright red. Because all of these smaller ones, they won't explode whenever I shoot them. This one right here, though, will. Because it attracts your attention, right? If I look at this doorway from a distance, I can see the skulls that are designed on it to the left of it. Like, all of this stuff is meant to draw a user's attention. And it says, hey, come check this out. Come look at this thing. There might be something over here. I'm actually kind of going insane right now because there's one more piece of hidden scrap in this area, and I literally can't find it. But, like, see this? This isn't a blood trail, but this is a dark trail that the human mind sees, and we go, oh yeah, people are walking on that trail. It's matted down from people walking on it, right? So we say we follow that trail. Again, ladders. Why would you paint a ladder bright yellow, right? Attract the user's attention. 100%. It's the little things, and that's actually one of the things that I really enjoy about psychology is kind of how it can be used to draw attention to point a person in the right direction. However, I'm kind of an advocate as well for people's understanding of what they're getting into whenever they agree to certain things. You know, understanding what you're signing whenever you put that information online. That data is out there, but controlling where that data is shared is very important, at least in my opinion. Resident Evil games heavily use this. Yes, 100%. Any objective is either painted with streaks of yellow or gold. Yes, 100%. And it's bright. It gets your attention. You'll always notice that the things nearby the objective point, they're also going to be things that are not as bright as the bright yellow. Like, the bright yellow is always going to stick out in contrast to everything that's nearby it. This is something that's kind of evolved with gaming, but it's a psychological thing. It is purely how we understand the world around us and how our attention gets drawn.
Another good example is whenever you joined my stream, I was throwing a gas can at this gas storage behind this wall, right? Now, the gas storage itself is blocked with these tin walls, but they leave a hole where you can throw the gas can over to blow it all up, right? This wall, painted with this big white mark. So if you come into this room and you take a look around, let's say you just come in here, you just take a look around, I found a gas can. What can I use the gas can for? Oh, I got a trail this way, but what's back there? You see what I'm saying? It draws your attention. It makes you think about what's back there. What, you know? That to me is probably one of the more fascinating things, and I love the psychology behind that kind of stuff. I think that stuff is really useful when used properly. It's colored black below the open hole. So the black marking behind that opening, that could actually be from just as a design choice of like oil being dripped on it or something like that, because this is an oil container. But the funny thing is there's no gate. Nobody's going back there. So I would have to think that like maybe they're connecting a hose or something to fill up these tank storages with gas. And like, you know, gas and crude oil getting dripped all over the iron. I would say that's probably the reason for it. I think that was more of a design choice, but the white marking on the wall next to it and the fact that there's kind of an open hole there, that's another little design thing where it's going to draw your eye. You're going to look at it. At the very least, you're going to walk up to it like this and you're going to kind of turn your camera so you can be like, what's back there? Oh, it's just some gas barrels. That's an objective. And you're going to throw a gas can over the wall. It's really cool how little things like that, like this right here, that's a door that I kicked in, and to draw people's eyes to it, they have the yellow, of course, with the red mark in the middle, and you kick that door in. They're like, all of these things, these are intentionally, see this wall right here, both with these red symbols on it. Again, we have the black dripping down, which was, again, I think it's just a somewhat of an aesthetic choice that kind of, you know, implies that oil has been transferred and moved through this area. Some of it may have been spilled on the iron coverings, but there was, you can't really see it. Maybe you can kind of see it through the mesh, but like there was some explosive stuff behind this wall. I couldn't get back behind that wall, but they put some red barrels up there on the top. They put these red markings right here on the side, again, pointing me in the right direction. And look at this. They put a boomy stick right here. So you take the boomy stick, go over here, you hit it like that, aim up a little bit high, kaboom. That's the whole plan. That's what they wanted you to do, right? And they lead you to that. They lead you to what they wanted. Yeah, not everybody's gonna understand these little things all the time, 100% accuracy every single time they play a game. But it draws the attention. Another really cool thing I like that they do in video games is they use lighting to draw attention, right? So lighting, they put a light right next to the explosive objective that you're supposed to blow up. That's funny. They put a fire pile in the middle of the room because there's actually a big fight that happens in this room. They use these little candles here to kind of lead you down this pathway because you see these lights and you go, oh, follow the light, right? Have you ever heard that? Follow the light. Very knowledgeable. I appreciate it. I do have a decent bit of knowledge. Oh my god. No way. It's up there. Oh, that last piece of scrap is up there. I finally found it. Yeah, sorry, I got distracted like a squirrel. I have a decent bit of knowledge about a couple of different things, but that's mostly because I've I've explored these ideas for not just during my college career in the last year or so, but I've also explored these thoughts and ideas over the course of, you know, the last several years. I've played a lot of video games, and to not be able to see the little things that they do to draw your attention, to not see those things, you know, that's normal, that's human, you miss it sometimes. But me, ever since I was younger, I've always noticed these little things, you know. Probably wouldn't have noticed the last piece of scrap without that bright yellow ladder there. See, that is it. That is a perfect example. Okay, take everything that we were just talking about, right? Let me go ahead and back up a little bit, because there's actually something else that you may not have seen whenever I walked up, right? You notice right behind the ladder, the scrap is actually glowing, right? It's glowing. So whenever I came around this corner and I saw that flickering glow, I knew instantly that was the last piece of scrap. Now, getting up there, I gotta remember how to do that, because I don't remember. But I'll figure it out. Again, the bright ladder. You're very right. The bright yellow ladder draws your attention. It says that there is something up here, and you have to find a way to drop that ladder. Also, again, on what we were just talking about a second ago, is lighting. Using light to draw the attention. People use lights, like this light down here, to draw you towards this door. There's a light. There's a torch right next to that ladder. So, it's kind of funny to me. Yeah, I think I have to go around and approach it from the other side somehow. Which, I was looking at it. There's no zip line that leads over to it. It looks like probably this cliff ledge right here, maybe. But I'm not sure how to get up there. That's the thing. But yeah, like, all of those little things kind of tie into the way that we understand, you know, this world and stuff. And I would have never seen that scrap if it wasn't blinking, had a bright yellow ladder and a flame torch right next to it. They used everything that they could think of to draw my attention to that ladder. They used a glowing scrap box. They used a bright yellow ladder. They used a little small fire right next to it. They used everything they could to draw my attention to that one thing. And they did a good job, because I might have missed it. I like to 100% my camps. I'm one piece away from 100%. But that ties in perfectly to exactly what I was saying. They do really well about pointing your attention to certain things, and they do it for a reason. Okay, I'm gonna try something, but I'm not sure if this will work the way I think that it will. I'm gonna see if I can get that ladder to drop by using an explosion, because I'm trying to think, like, how else would I get up there, right? And I'm not seeing, unless I, like, dropped in from the top, I don't see, like, a doorway or anything over there. Let's see if we can hit the ladder. Something to get later in the game? No. Well, screw you then. No, I should be able to get it right now. There shouldn't be anything stopping me from getting it. Only because Max's, oh, those are his skills. Max's tools and abilities, you only have like a handful of these. There's nothing that you would get that would be able to get up to that point. I just know that there's got to be a way to get around to there. And honestly, I thought it was going to be a zip line, maybe. But it's kind of weird that that is just kind of chilling here. Like, where's the way up, man? That's what I'm interested in. Where's the way up, man? I mean, there's ladders and stuff out here too, but like, I don't think this is gonna help me, because this was a sniper's perch, if I remember correctly. This was a sniper's perch up here. Oh, That sounds like fun. That's another thing about this game. I absolutely, without a doubt in my mind, one of my favorite things to do is to go chasing cars and stuff just to blow them up. Because the scrap that you get is awesome. It's so worth it. Hold on, I have to put a timer on. I forgot to put an hour-long timer on. But yeah, I was kind of hoping maybe there would be a way up. There's not. That's crazy. So the way that the ladders that are like halfway down like the other one is, typically you get up there and then you kick it down. But oh, wait. Can we do this? Oh, come on. Ah, really? No. 19 minutes left. Well, I'm okay with running it a little bit longer. My goal is to stream for a minimum of at least an hour. And I'm trying to go with even numbered days, but you know, sometimes things come up. And I've been doing pretty decently with it, I think. So I normally just set like an hour on my phone. If I go past it, it doesn't bother me. I just don't want to do less than an hour. Does that make sense? I feel like a stream that's less than an hour long, I've kind of wasted my time a little bit. Like, unless something really important happens and I just have to step away, I kind of want to try to get to that 1 hour mark. That's my minimum goal. That's not my maximum goal, that's my minimum, if that makes sense. God dang it. How do I get up there? Shit. I could have swore I've cleared this camp before, and I have no clue how I did it. There's got to be. There's got to be, like, this alternate path. Can't go that way. Thick. How? Oh, do you have any water? Hang on. What is this one? I think it's just Storm Shelter. Yeah, this one's called Storm Shelter. Do they have different names? Or just... It might be just like a generic camp. Sand Sifter, because that's like a marked special. Gasworks. The Edge. I'm not sure if searching the name of it would have anything. Would yield anything. But maybe. Oh, see the shape of it? I find a good example of it. This, with like the 5-sided octagon, it's a gas station. These are all gas camps where you have to destroy oil pumps, and that's what I was doing. I was destroying oil tanks. So, yeah, it's a camp. So it should be... Oh, now I'm curious. Mad Max, Storm Shelter, Scrap. There's literally people on Google asking for the last piece of scrap. Growing in from a different way. Go back outside the camp and face the entrance. Run around the left side. Okay. Let me see if I can remember where the entrance is. Should be this way. Yeah, should be this way. I'm thinking you might be right, because a lot of these camps have hidden entrances, so that, like, if you wanted to, you could sneak into the camp. Believe it or not, there's no crouching system, there's no sneaking mechanic or anything, but you can still get sneak kills on people. They do have a sneak kill system, so you can still get sneak kills, which means that they thought about sneaking. Back out to the left. There's a path. Oh my god, there's a path. Hell yeah. Look at that. Ba-boom. And I bet you anything, it's just like a small gap or something you can jump. Look at that. More yellow markings. Now, we were talking about Arkham Asylum and stuff earlier, which is where this game kind of pulls a lot of its combat and stuff. Considering this is also, I believe, a Warner Brothers game, it makes a lot of sense. Because that is also the team that made... Oh, fuck. That made the Arkham games. So, yeah. Bro, that was well hidden. Yeah, that was well hidden. That was really well hidden. And I'm pretty sure I've 100%... Yeah, I've 100% in this camp before, which means that I've definitely found this stuff. Okay, so this is what I was talking about, like, kick down the ladder. Which is crazy, because I threw an explosive up here, and that should have knocked down the ladder. So that means that the way that the developers coded the game, they coded it in a way to where you couldn't knock stuff down with, like, explosions and stuff. Which... it's kind of immersion breaking, because if I threw an explosive at a ladder, it'd probably come down. But it's not the worst thing in the world, you know? I've seen worse things. But they definitely coded it to where it doesn't respond to explosives, because I could just kick it down with my foot. Like, going down ladders is fun. Oh, you ever played video games where, like, whenever you go up or down the ladder, going up the ladder kind of sucks. But, like, a lot of games will make you climb down the ladder. Out of this one, there's no climbing. He takes, like, 2-3 steps and he slides the rest of the way. They also give you the option, which you have to be careful using it, the drop down. You see the B button is to drop. And I can drop from, like, up here. But if you're too close to the ground, you can fire off your shotgun, because the B button is your shotgun and your ladder. Which is just, like... whose idea was that? Whose idea was that? Okay, so that should have been the last piece that I needed for the Maggot Farm, which will give me my, that will give me health recovery every time I come to camp. So I'm trying to get all of the stronghold stuff. See, I got the Maggot Farm project is available, and you can see I got the rewards. Full fuel, full canteen, full ammo. Those are all very important things. Especially because I'm, like, kind of early in the game.
Did you hear? Jeep bought a slave from Bullet Farm.
So, I'm almost done with this stronghold. My goal for this stream was to start heading towards the next stronghold that's available. Which is going to be up here. It's going to be Pink Eye. I haven't gone into her territory yet on stream because I kind of wanted to save that for whenever I was ready. I still got a little bit more time to kill, so I kind of want to see what's going on over here at the Eastern Tunnels. But I feel like this is going to be like, it's going to be like a whole thing. I don't know. It could be easy. It could be easy. We could try it. If it's relatively easy, this won't take that long. If it's annoying, then the last thing I'm going to do before I get off, I'm going to see if I can go get Pink Eye.
Keep it up and our deal stands.
Yeah, I've been keeping it real busy, Chief. Real busy. Do I have any vehicles? I don't think I've stolen, like, any vehicles from these guys. Yeah. I wanna get to Pink Eye. I heard she's real freaky. Yeah, you don't get a Pink Eye for no reason. I have a history with pink eyes. So when I was younger, I got Pink Eye every summer for like 3 years. And I couldn't figure out why. I did figure out eventually that one of the biggest causes for pink eye is not washing your hands enough. Oh, what is that? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Come here, guys. Don't run away. Don't run. No. Don't run. Don't run.
Chief, it's rings.
What's up, my boy? You don't need that tire. Yoink! I love doing that. It's so much fun. yeah, the character. Yeah, the character. I have a problem. I'm kind of a maniac in this game. I see little red marks on the map, and I just kill them. Oh yeah, I yoinked him. I yoinked him. That's extremely fun to do. Just yank him out. Yeah, I shot his tire out, and then he jumped out of the car, which was like, that was his first mistake. He shouldn't have jumped out of the car. To be fair, I was gonna blow up that vehicle either way. Oh.
Let us crush it!
We'll crush it in a second. Let's see if I can help these people out. Hey, guys.
Don't stray.
Yes,
It's
boy.
real.
A little bit of water, buddy. Yeah, I'm kind of a maniac in this game. Vehicles get blown up fast around me.
Passed by this spot not too long ago.
Yeah, giving water to these guys is a good idea because they mark locations on the map where you can find like scrap and stuff. So I like to give these guys. Okay, so guys. I'm literally driving this way. Maybe don't walk across the road. That's all I'm saying. Can I grapple this? Yep. Let's go. Oh, hey there, big guy. Okay. See, here's your problem, my boy. Your vehicle's not badass enough to handle me. You're not badass enough to handle me. I want that piece of loot. I love my scrap. I'm a little scrap fiend. This is why I changed my name to Loot Koala. This is what I do. I like loot. I think I spent like 20 minutes looking for that last piece of scrap at that camp. Alright, let's see. Oh, you see that dust cloud in the distance? That, I believe, is a convoy. I'm gonna leave it alone right now because I don't think I have enough thunder harpoons to deal with them just a second. I kind of want to increase my ammo and stuff, which means I need money. Oh, you guys are coming straight for me. Hey, big boy! What's happening?
He's dead. Clincher him! Complete the drill! He boosts when ramming!
Can I pull you out of your vehicle? No? That's fine. We'll pull the door off. Yeah. Saw that coming. Here, come here, Chief. Come on. Did I get his tire? I did. Watch this. Shouldn't have got out of your car, bud. Should have stayed in. Should have stayed in your car. Got hit with those spikes. Yeah. Yeah. I love these spikes. As you get further into the game, some of these guys get more difficult. Some of these guys will drive around with a second person in their car, and they'll try to jump on your car, and they'll like stab you and stuff. And the only thing you can do is you can shoot them with a shotgun, or try to throw them off by like bucking and, you know, doing some crazy stuff, you know, like that. My personal favorite is just get spikes. Spikes stop them from being able to jump on your vehicle. We'll get another one of these. Lower the threat just a little bit. Oh, those guys over there. Nah, they're fine. I'll leave them alone. I'll leave them alone. They're driving away. Oh, are they coming back? Don't come back. Nah, buddy. Don't come back. It's a bad idea.
Here come the buzzards.
Are they coming? Come on. Come on, boys. No? Oh, yeah, he wants it. Come on. Come on, I know you want this. I know you want this. Where are you going? Where are you going? Come here. Just want to talk to you. Just want to talk to you. Oh, shit, that's a convoy. We're back out.
These tracks mean convoys pass often.
Y'all just don't want it. They just don't want it. They just don't want it. That's fine. Let's just keep going. They don't want it like that. To be fair, Mad Max is a full-on psychopath. I wouldn't want it either. These guys are crazy. Loot? You guys have loot?
Get over here!
Hey, don't throw rocks at me. You know what? You want to throw rocks? I got something for your ass. Ah, shit. That's too much fun. That is too much fun. Okay. Come here, big boy. Yoink!
Catch him and rip out his throat!
Oh, this one's got a weapon. Hi, big boy. Nope. Blocked. 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 Let's go. God dang. Bro got folded like some laundry, real gently down to the floor. How do I not feel bored? Chasing down every vehicle that I find. I tend to do that quite often. Which, like, it feels kind of empty, but if you kind of like look around a little bit, see there's a scarecrow over there. People like war parties, they'll drive the roads quite often. That big plume of smoke over there, typically a big pile of smoke or fire indicates that there's something interesting over there, and I don't have it marked on my map, but there's something over here. So like there's definitely indicators to kind of tell you where to go. I know it is kind of a dead and empty space, but I think they did really well with how they used their empty space, right? Because it is kind of a barren wasteland. So, you know, it should feel kind of empty, right? At least I think so. I think it should feel a little bit empty. At the same time... Oh, there's a scrap pallet here. At the same time, I think they do pretty well with adding some stuff. It's big. Yeah, it's big. I'm not even... let me look at the bios here. I've seen 72% of enemies, 66% of 72% of roadkill, which is mostly in the south. Scrotus, which is going to be like pretty much everywhere on the map. 46% of characters, 100% of tools, but that's easy to get. The 28% of locations. So I think the 28% of locations and the 46% of characters is kind of a good idea of how far into the game I am. I'm probably just under halfway through the game, like story-wise, not like time played. So like if I was to just keep pushing main quest line, I'm probably another 5 to 10 hours from finishing the game. I don't plan on just rushing through the game though, but I have another character, my main character, which is quite a bit further through the game. There's a door. Come on. I have another character that's a decent bit further into the game. Look at that beauty. What are you? Okay, that's a scrap. And then the other one is junk. Which that's going to give me like 43? Okay, that's good. That's good. Let's see. I've got 7 Griffith tokens. I might need to actually go and level up. Because you can buy, like, character upgrades with scrap. You can buy, like, stuff to upgrade your character's attack power, you know, your shotgun, your ammo. I can even change my facial, what you call it, like, what I look like. I prefer the gruff, not painted on looking, but that's what I like. But, like, you can buy all these upgrades using scrap, but you have to go to a certain person to level up, like, your actual ability skills. Like, the game's leveling system, I think, is really unique in this game. You don't necessarily have to get all of, like, these legendary upgrades, but, like, they're so useful that I really think you should. So yeah, that's kind of oh god, this car looks amazing. I'm gonna have to take this back to a stronghold. Yeah, that sucks. I was in the middle of doing something and the stronghold's like way over here. I want this car though. Wait, how do I get it out? Okay. Yeah, but how do I get this car out of here? There's got to be like a way to get the car out, right? They wouldn't just give me a random car and not give me a way to get it out of here. It's got to be. How do I open the like door thing? There's like a way to just like drive it out. But there's gotta be a way to, like, open that door. Wait, is that a switch? Oh, is that a switch? That's a switch. Yes, yes, okay, here we go. There we go. Yep. Okay, I thought it wasn't moving at first. I was a little worried. Yeah, I want to keep this car. I do want to keep this car. Unfortunately, and see, this is how I get sidetracked on a map this huge. And you feel like it's empty at first, and then you get out here exploring shit, and you're like, wow, so where do I go now? This car is amazing. Look at this thing. Time for car. Yeah. Time for car. Look at this thing, though. This thing looks sick. It handles pretty good, too. I'm all over the place rotating my camera and stuff. How does the driving feel? The driving feels really good. Like, it really does. It feels so good. The vehicle combat, you can kind of like shift your car to ram other vehicles, so it kind of feels like Burnout. I don't know if you ever played Burnout, but it's a racing game that's kind of focused on destroying your opponents instead of racing them. Like your boost is tied to your destructive capabilities in Burnout. This game doesn't tie the boost, but it does have a lot of the same feel of like the way that the combat feels to Burnout. The driving feels really good. Like, see, I came into that curve really hot, tapped the left trigger, the brake, you know, at the last second, and just kind of barely hit something and just kind of kept going. Like, the driving, to me personally, I think the driving feels really good. I really love the way this game's driving feels. They did a good job. They did a really good job. The combat feels good. The world doesn't feel... And see, here's another thing. We were talking about the world feeling kind of empty. The driving helps with that. Because, like, while the world kind of somewhat does feel, you know, fairly empty, I can see all these things off in the distance. I don't know if you remembered a minute ago, I stopped and gave somebody water. Because it's like a random encounter that can happen. There's a balloon right there where I can get more visibility of the area. Because you like go up in the balloon and then you use the binoculars to kind of scan the area and mark locations and stuff. They give you a lot of tools to make it feel less empty. But the biggest thing is the driving. The driving makes such a huge difference.
Convoy! There are a lot of them!
Nope, I have one Thunderpoon. I thought about chasing that convoy down. I even switched to my Thunderpoon. I was fixing to make somebody's day hell. Sadly, I don't have the ammo yet. It's like the driving feels really good. Staying on the roads is pretty important in this game, though, because like hitting the, I don't know if you can hear the engine immediately drop in speed as soon as I touched the off-road area. Oh, hey. Hey, buddy. Hey. Hey, buddy. Nah. Bye-bye. Don't want to use my last Thunder Boom. You guys coming over here? No?
One more guard!
How's it going, fellas? Don't throw rocks. What's wrong with you?
Party on the horizon. Here's the mark!
Yeah. Combat's so fun. The driving is so fun. This game, I think it came out on like, I want to say 2016, 2018 maybe. I can't remember the exact release date of this game, but like, it's fun. Like, it's so much fun. I genuinely think that this game is kind of I think it's kind of a hidden gem. Just straight up annihilated. Yeah. Yeah. And it's just, oh, that's water. And a little symbol on the mini-map. I need that water. I need that. Because I didn't get water refilled last time. How you doing, big boy? Nah. You tried to dodge, but you ain't doing that to me. Bam. Nope. Thought you had it, though. Yeah. 2015, 2016 does sound right. It does. It definitely sounds right. But the game... So, there was another game that came out around the same time as Mad Max did. And it did way better. And it kind of overshadowed this game. Right? Which, you know, big games deserve attention. I'm all for big games getting attention. I do think this one didn't get enough attention. You know? I think that the game was really good. Y'all just gonna come up here one by one. Boom! I'm all out of shotgun ammo. Who wants it next?
Shit! You want to Scrotus's henchman?
One of Scrotus's henchmen? So these guys are scavengers. Because I don't work for Scrotus. And I'm not a war boy. But they don't know that. Oh, the other guy's gonna get up. No, you're not. But yeah, I feel like this game was kind of overshadowed a little bit. I just can't remember what... There was another game that was released about the same time frame. Can't remember what the game was, but it definitely overshadowed this game, and this game did not get as much attention because of that. Good games deserve attention, though. Yeah, the combat is just so much fun. The funny thing is, I don't even have all of the skills for the fun combat. Like, because it costs scrap to level up your combat skills, and it's mostly like your gear and stuff. So the reason it costs scrap, and actually, I kind of need to do some of those upgrades so I can show you. I came here because I needed the water, though. I saw the water symbol on the map, and my little short attention span brain went, oh yeah, water, we need that. And see, this is what I mean by, like, you would think that this big empty world feels like it would eventually get boring. Nah, this is the reason why it doesn't. Because there's always something small happening nearby. There's one more piece of scrap somewhere. Yeah, there's one more piece of scrap somewhere. Oh, there it is. Literally on the wall, I would just walk right past it. Seeing things from a different angle. Yeah, so we're out. That should be 100%. Yeah. Out of here. Head for the car. And I'm actually... Let's look at that. Max. So, the scrap that you use to upgrade your character, they're technically not upgrading your character, it's upgrading your gear. Like, this increases my fist damage because I'm upgrading the gauntlets that I'm wearing. Like, you get to actually see the gauntlets change, the armor tied to my jacket. There's some wrist armor upgrades, which helps with like reversals. Ammo's always good to have. I'm gonna come back and look at that one here in just a second, though. I don't need anything from that one. I do want the shotgun barrel upgrades, which is gonna give me, I think, 3 barrels. Add a 3rd barrel and reduce time spent reloading. 3 barrels. I got a triple barreled shotgun. Like, that's crazy. These are the skill stuffs that are like really fun for the combat, because it makes the combat like more more variety. Like, this one executes fallen enemies, finishing wall strikes, reversals. They do a different type of reversal that disarms an attacker, an armed attacker. So like, there's a lot of these skills that are really cool that I just haven't been putting points into. This one is probably my favorite, the limb breaking counter. So whenever I counter reverse somebody else's attack, I can break their arm, and sometimes it just kills them. I'm just gonna start buying some of these because these are actually some of my favorite things. The sad part is I need so much scrap right now, because like I have all these upgrades to buy, all the skills that I want to buy. I got like 3 more, and this one's locked behind the next level, so that's no big deal. But the other one that I really wanted, my car. Yeah, this is why the car combat feels so fun. Oh, I can't afford it. I should have bought the car upgrades first. Dang. Yeah, those are expensive. I'm gonna do that. That's gonna increase my handling. That's gonna increase my handling and give me more protection from underneath. So like taking big jumps where you would slam on the ground, you take less damage from stuff like that. Worth it. And look at that. All that wandering around and goofing off in this empty wasteland, and I'm already pretty close to my objective. Just goofing off.
We're looking for healthy steel. Still shiny. What do you know about the eastern tunnels?
I know them. Burrows of the old steel serpents. There's fine steel there. Oh, yes, yes. But closer.
Oh, shit. I didn't know the other car was there.
Watch me.
Just show me where it is.
Damn it. Come here, you. And now.
Fuel tank.
I can't shoot the full tank because I don't have any more shotgun rounds. Dumbass. Oh, let me get that. Dang it, I missed my opportunity. There he is. Don't hang out of your car. That's how you die. Oh, get a bit of a running start. Still not a lot of damage. If I had my shotgun ammo, I would have just blasted the gas tank already and be done with it.
The sun comes a-rolling up yonder over the horizon.
How are you not exploded? One more. Just one more. Okay.
Such a face.
Oh. That is like... Notice how like I got like the scrap automatically. There's a project in these strongholds, which is tied to each area of the map. So like, again, with drawing attention for human beings, this yellow outline here, this tells you that my cursor being in this area, this is Jeet's land. Jeet has a project in here with cleanup crew, which allows me to pick up scrap from vehicles that I destroy automatically. It's one of the first items that I get in every stronghold. It's the cleanup crew. It is probably the most useful one in the game, and I always get it first in every stronghold. Yeah, it's incredibly useful. That's why the scarecrows, I have to get out to pick up the loot because it doesn't count for scarecrows for some reason.
Get out there and fix it.
But for like blowing up other vehicles and stuff, oh yeah, that loot is automatically picked up. I don't need you to repair the whole thing, Chief. I'm probably fixing to have to jump out of the vehicle to collect this scrap. So this job I'm doing here is for Jeet, which I don't really care about Jeet that much
Behind the bars.
on this run.
This opens from the inside.
Yeah, there's an opening. Huh? Over there. Huh? Big enough to slide through.
And the game does a really good job of showing you how to do things. Like, they make some stuff kind of a scavenger hunt, like that scrap I was
Stay
looking
here.
for earlier, but
I'll go around.
Oh, certainly, certainly.
stuff like this. I just gotta watch out for bear traps. They like to bear trap these tunnels, and I always end up stepping on them. My last stream, I was really close to dying, and I had just beaten everybody in combat, and as soon as I beat everybody in combat, I walked into a bear trap and died. I was so mad that I actually ended my stream. I was just like, man, that's so crazy.
You made it. Does it open?
Yep, it opens.
Praise me.
Alright. Going to hop back in this thing, and we're going to drive it back as far as we can inside this hole. Headlights. Headlights? There we go. Ow. That way.
Oh, tread carefully.
Buzzards.
There are buzzards in this.
Oh, explosive danglies. I hate these things. Okay, to the right? Yeah. More explosive danglies. Did you just screech at me, bitch?
As you wish. Hurry back. This place is prime.
I'll come get y'all a piece. Come on.
Scavengers.
I'm making ham, egg, and cheese sandwiches for everyone who wants one. Y'all come get y'all some. Unless y'all prefer knuckle sandwiches. I got some of them too.
Foul block.
To the left.
Whatever it is, the angel can surely exorcise the evil.
Exercise the evil. Alright, the evil has been exorcised. They also do a pretty good job of, see how these pieces kind of fade away after a few seconds? I think they do a pretty good job. Like, I can scrape against them, they slow me down, they're interactable, but they kind of fade away after a period of time. Which kind of makes me feel like they did a pretty good job on optimization. Alright, there's got to be loot in this area. There is 11 pieces of scrap in this area. So... oh, hey guys.
The crazies. They're here.
Yep, the crazies are here, and the crazies is me. I don't know if them fighting me while I have a car is going to be in their best interest, but hey, if you guys want to try it, I'm all for it, right? Is that it? That's not it. You're next. Yoink! Oh! I missed? Look here, buddy. Quit that. No, you're fine. You're fine, gaming. You're perfectly okay, Spino. No worries. I'm having fun. Okay, so there is some. There's like a lot of scrap in this area. 11 pieces, which, come on, there it is. 11 pieces. It's not going to be exactly 11 because each pile of scrap, like that one gave 18. But it only counts as one piece. So there's a couple of scrap piles in here. And some dead scavengers. Because they decided that attacking me was the best thing that they could do today. I disagree with them, but, you know. They had fun, right? And that's what matters. Is there more stuff up here? Is that why this ramp is here? No? Okay. Well, we'll keep going. I do want to try and get the scrap in this area. See, there's more. Oh, there's some food right here, and I can't even eat it because I'm at full health. And you get challenges for eating food, too. So, can I, like, bump into some spikes or something and get me, like, a bit of damage? No? Nothing? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. No worries. I'm just gonna... Let's keep swimming. Oh, hey, buddy. Really? That's your opening attack? It was a bad idea. That's what it was. Yeah, it was a bad idea. You did give me... Oh, I'm full on ships. Can I... I should have let that guy hit me so that I could eat that food. That's what I should have did. Now the real question is, does this car fit in that hole? It does? Oh, boomies. Okay.
There's the steel beast.
Yeah.
Still on rails. Where does this tunnel lead?
Out, out into the great white, up high on the cliffs, and then, woo, plummeting downwards of cubic proportions.
Drops it into the great white, huh? 6 of 11. 5 more pieces somewhere. Yeah, I had to count on my fingers for that. Where is... See, you guys give me like no space here. I'm gonna go boom. I don't wanna go boom.
I'll use the car to push it out.
Yeah, we sure will. We will use that car to push it out. But first, I see scrap. Who's the guy with me? So this is Chum Bucket. He is a Blackfinger or a mechanic by trade. That's pretty much all he cares about. He likes building engines and stuff. He's actually got a bio card too. This one. Chum Bucket.
I can make you become steel real, my angel. I can build your corpus and ignite your sacred fuel. True, but only the warrior saint can drive you. Yeah, that is why you send him my way.
Yeah, because so Chum Bucket was a Blackfinger mechanic working for Scrotus.
All the riches of these lands are mine. All of
He
Gastown
runs
is mine.
Scabrous Scrotus runs Gastown, which is way up here. It's the final area. So Chum Bucket escaped from Gastown because he was a mechanic in Gastown and he was stealing parts so that he can build a car that he saw in a dream. And he calls that car the Magnum Opus. Well, he survives, he runs away, he hides, and then whenever I meet him, he's like, "Oh, the savior. I'll build you the Magnum Opus. I've seen it in my dreams." So he works with me to build the car of his dreams in order to defeat his old boss, Scabrous Scrotus. So yeah, it's 100% beneficial for both of us.
Yes, she's moving. Steady pedal does it.
I ain't steady pedaling nothing. I'm putting this shit to the floor. Ain't nothing steady about what's happening here.
Stop. We have to
Whoa, 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 whoa. Shit.
use the harpoon.
Do I I need to use the harpoon or can I use the thunderpoon? No, this'll work. Apparently I have no power in reverse. Really? Did it pull it? Okay. I was fixing to say, that's kind of irritating. Yeah, among the many things that they did well with this game in combat, I think they also did a really good job of creating a user interface, which that's what this is, this pause menu. They've created a user interface that adequately introduces you to, you know, some of these characters. I'll get a new player card whenever I meet the other girl, Pink Eye, and I'm gonna meet her really soon. Like after I finish this mission, that's where I'm going next. I think they did a really good job defining these enemies, telling them like what kind of weapons they use. You know, even different cars get descriptions. Different enemy groups. You got buzzards, roadkills, Scardos' minions, characters, which is mostly like friendly people or big bad evil guys. Locations. You have some unique locations. And the tools and weapons, but like I've already crafted all of these. That's why it's at 100%. But they did an absolutely amazing job putting this game together. Like this game, in my personal opinion, has been one of the best hidden gems in a long time that I have found, I would say. And of course, there's definitely a lot of games that follow like a similar thing. So you know, Warner Brothers made the game Shadows of Mordor. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that game. They have something in that game called the Nemesis system, which is essentially if you fight a big bad evil boss or like a mini boss or something, if you fight one, and you win, but they survive, then that person can come back stronger later. If they kill you, it doesn't just reload a save file, it drops you back at the respawn point, but the enemy that beat you, there's a chance that because they killed you, that they move up in rank. So they get like, they get a boost to their popularity within their ranks, simply for taking you down. So you create nemesis by winning or losing fights, and that was in the Shadow of Mordor game. They copyrighted the Nemesis system so that no other game developer could use that system. And what really annoys me is they haven't used the Nemesis system for any other game since Shadows of Mordor.
Stay put.
I think that this game could have seen some pretty cool interactions from the Nemesis system. That's my thought on it. I thought it was a really cool system, and I find it somewhat irritating that they have such a cool system and just haven't used it for literally anything. To me, that's a little bit frustrating. It's such a cool system, and you could have used the Nemesis system for other stuff. They just never used it for anything else. They never used it for anything else. I am missing one piece of scrap somewhere, and I have no clue where it's at. The sad part is, I think it's going to be somewhere closer back to the beginning of the game, but I am still searching everything. I hate leaving behind junk. I play this game the same way I play Fallout. Gotta have all the junk. Gotta have all the junk.
This Stankum. Oh, he is well known for his cruelty. He wallows in human suffering. According to the lore of the land, he wears the skin of the dead and drinks only tears.
And drinks only tears. Homeboy's gotta be thirsty right now, I'm just saying. Alright. Weak roadblock. We know I can't pull it in reverse. So let's pull it this way. Come on. Really? Come on, buddy. You got this. There we go.
More of them filthy savage red eyes.
More of those filthy savage red eyes. I think you might actually be racist, Chumbucket. Oh, shit. I didn't notice he was right next to me. Oh, yeah, there's more. Come here, buddy. Yoink! Oh, man. I am demented. There's something wrong with me. That's too much fun. Oh, hey, guys. Shoulder check. Reverse. Give him to him, Batman. Oh, the Ground Fury execution. Yes. That was actually a perk that I had just bought a second ago. Ground Fury executions and Wall Fury executions. It just adds more tools to my combat arsenal, which I really like that. Come on. My guess is that there's probably another piece of scrap somewhere down here at the end.
Ah, the bastards in the open sky.
Right? It's so much fun. Did you just... And there's my last piece of scrap.
Just gotta push it over the edge.
I'll push it over the edge whenever I'm ready. Max. You gotta understand. I'm a loot fiend. Yeah, dude, it's hilarious. I love pulling them with that, like... Just sometimes you just gotta yank. You just gotta yank them. Alright, that's 100% loot in this area, so we're not going back inside the tunnel for any reason. Let's get this giant piece of scrap. Let's get this over the end of the bridge so we can complete this. And then we're gonna go meet Pink Eye.
There she goes.
Alright. That's another mission down. That was actually a little bit quicker than I thought it was gonna be. I thought it might take a minute. Also, like this, I can show the tasks that are considered threat items in the area, and like we kind of think as the area is like somewhat empty, but if you look at the threat items, there's 2 camps, 6 scarecrows, there's 2 snipers, there's a convoy that runs in the area, and there's 2 minefields. It may feel somewhat empty, but there's definitely stuff to do. You know what I mean? Like, it does well making it feel empty without actually being empty. I think they did a really good job with this game. Again, this is a hidden gem, man. Like, some people just don't even know this game exists or that it's as good as it is. Some people just don't know it's this good. And it is. It's so good. If you like the Batman games, Sleeping Dogs was another game that had a very similar combat reversal system. Very, very similar.
We get some of this stuff. That steel would make beautiful wings for the Magnum.
Alright, and GutGash has new wasteland missions. That's fine. It said that it unlocked a new body for me, I thought. It did. It unlocked a frickus frame. Which is so expensive. Oh my god. Why does it... Oh. Oh. And it's heavy. So, like, that's another thing with, like, the vehicle stuff. You can look at the weight class of some of this stuff. And while you may be more armored, you may be able to resist more damage from bumping, grinding, or explosions. The heavier armor also comes with... you can see on the right side of the screen where the red bars are... like these huge differences in acceleration and handling. So like there's some trade-offs, but like also if you upgrade your engine, you get a little bit of that acceleration. You lose some handling, but you get a little bit of that acceleration back with these engines. So you can take that acceleration, and then I think it's this one here, which would increase. Yeah, this increases top speed. So you increase your acceleration and your top speed. And then you can put on more armor, and you don't feel like you're losing that much speed and handling. So like there's a good balance of the way that you can build your car in this game. I know I keep going in and out of the menu because I keep thinking of new things. But like there's these archangels. So you can see this is my car that I'm working on, and this is everything I can modify on my vehicle. Perks for frame compensate greatly for the minor negatives. Yeah, 100%. There's, I mean, like I said, there's also the other stuff that you can buy that makes the fracas frame a lot more worth it. Like, the defense on this is insanely high. Look at the green on the defense. Like, that goes up so much for that upgrade. Like, that is insane. That is a huge jump. Also, it does bring down the other stuff. But with the ability to put an engine upgrade on it, with the ability to put better exhaust for acceleration and top speed, engine for acceleration, the exhaust for top speed, the tires to help with handling. Like, you can balance these things so the negatives aren't as bad as it looks like it is at first. And with a maxed out vehicle, the negatives are almost not noticeable. But I'm telling you right now, if you maxed out everything except your armor because you think having a lighter weight vehicle is going to help you in any way, you will get destroyed in the later areas. They will straight up break your freaking car down to pieces. So you definitely need this armor, but there's such good balance that it doesn't feel like it's insufferable. It doesn't feel like it's so bad that you can't handle it, you know? They also have these Archangels, which are like pre-made vehicles that copy a specific build. Like this one right here. That one, I can use that one right now, but I don't like it because it doesn't have border defense. It has better acceleration and handling, but like I need the tankiness, especially in a game like this where everything's trying to kill you. So I'm not really using this build, but it's an Archangel, which isn't quite the magnum opus, because that's what Chumbucket wants to build. Remember, he wants to build the magnum opus. He wants to build the perfect vehicle, the most powerful engine, the most powerful car body with the spikes, and you know, he wants to build the magnum opus, right? These Archangels aren't magnum opuses, but they are very strong. Like, if the magnum opus is comparable to like the god of cars, these would all be the Archangels or the angels of cars. So they're just a step under. They have really good things in certain areas. This one's got really good defense, but you know, like no accelerations and very little handling. This one's actually the one I'm working towards. It was the kill box, I think, because I kind of like the body style of it. But like, there's all of these that I can basically copy an Archangel if I can, you know, get to the stuff I need to unlock, right? I need the V8 engine to make this one. I can finally put the armor on this one, the flim flam frame. You know, there's definitely stuff that I can build. Like this red means that I can buy it, whereas this one's locked. But like, they have these different Archangels, and there's several of them. Like there's a little handful of them here, and they're all kind of just mimicking like a certain style or whatever, you know. So like the way that this game builds cars, you can be as unique as you want, or you can be as most insane maxed out as you want. And there's a level of creative freedom there with this car that I just really enjoy. They give you so many tools to play with here that it really brings this game up another level for me. I'm gonna see if I can get to Pink Eye. Yeah, I need to go to a stronghold though, because I need to get armor, or not armor. I need to get ammo, food, water, recover my health, and you do that going to the stronghold. Like, see that? I came back and I got ammo and stuff. So he reloaded his gun there whenever I got here. I'm curious if I fast travel to this other one, will it reload my gun again, or will it tell me that I have a cooldown timer? Because there's a time frame. Okay, so it did. It gave me 3 more pieces of ammo, so I got 3 pieces of ammo from each of these, and a full tank of gas. So worth it. Okay, now let's go back to GutGash. He's got a quest objective, it looks like, for me, so I'm going to talk to him real quick, and then I'm going to make a mad dash for Pink Eye, because there's a decent bit of combat that's fixing to happen at Pink Eye. Ha! I thought these guys were over here doing yoga for a second. I was like, fucking, what are they doing? It looked like they were doing yoga. Oh, goodness. I'm gonna let you know this, though. If you ever decide that you want to get into Mad Max, if you ever decide you want to get into this game, right? The strongholds are really important. Building these projects that you see on the right side of the page, they are very important. They are very useful. You saw me fast travel between the 2 different strongholds so that I can replenish my ammo from both strongholds. So having all of these things, they were praying. They were, yeah, they were praying. So for GutGash, they believe that these deserted lands, for this stronghold, they believe that the deserted lands outside will be flooded with water, and so they're actually in a ship. Like, if I were to go outside and see this place from the outside, it's a ship. So they are praising the god that they think will save them when the floods come, because all of the people in this stronghold, except for GutGash, the leader doesn't believe this, but all of the people, all of GutGash's followers, they believe that the Great Flood is coming, like Noah's Ark. Yes, Noah's Ark type shit. Yes, exactly. I think that's kind of what they were going for, was like a biblical reference. GutGash himself doesn't necessarily believe that they will need the ship, but he does agree with fortifying the ship, because Scrotus and his minions, which is the guys we're fighting against, the big bad evil guys, he wants to have a defensible fortification to protect him and his people. All of his people, though, they all believe that the lands will be flooded and that they will be saved by this great ship that they're trying to repair. These guys are praying to those gods. Actually, I just noticed this. That's an anchor. That's an anchor. They're praising an anchor. Oh. No, that's good. That's funny. They're praising an anchor.
Either like that has a good handle on things,
Oh, shit. Oh, man. Oh, but yeah, what I was saying, if you ever thought about getting in this game, these projects and stuff are extremely important and whatnot. I will say this: there is one project that does not matter at any of the strongholds at all. I would not go out of my way to get these parts. I do not care. If I stumble across them and I craft them and make the stronghold like me better, fine, that's okay. But I'm not going out of my way to find these things. The particular thing I am talking about is the scrap crew. Not to be confused with the cleanup crew, which picks up items on the ground whenever I break cars and stuff. They'll pick up the loot, the scrap for me automatically. The cleanup crew does that. It doesn't work for everything. Scarecrows, it won't pick up the loot automatically, but you know, for most vehicles you destroy, you'll automatically get the loot, and that works for everything inside the yellow box region, everything inside this border. So getting the cleanup crew is the most important thing in the game. Oh yeah, so the scrap crew, what it does is it allows you to collect scrap from the game while you are offline. This is only a problem because Warner Brothers Studios took the server for Mad Max offline in like 2018 or 2020, I think. Not 100% sure on the date, but it has been taken offline for a couple of years now. The server doesn't exist. In order for the scrap crew to be able to collect scrap while you are offline, it needs a server to communicate with to say, hey, yeah, exactly the server thing. So they made it and I think that was a poor design decision on the studio. Yeah, you can't platinum the game. You cannot platinum this game. So you can do it, but you basically have to use a save file that already has that achievement completed. And at that point, you're not really doing the challenge. You're just doing the platinum to platinum. Like, at that point, you realistically can't complete that quest without doing some type of behind-the-scenes trickery. Unless I find the scrap crew parts naturally out in the wild, I will never go find them intentionally. Because I can, and this is the scrap crew right here, assemble a crew that will collect scrap while the game is turned off, requires an online connection. Online connection matters none at all if you can't connect to a server. Because being online is not going to matter if you can't connect to the server, right? But yeah, like the I'm gonna, it says hold to track it on the map. I'm gonna hold it to track it on the map, see what I'm talking about. But like, tracking it will mark these locations as a tracked crew part, right? I track parts whenever it's like something that I want to build. Like the cleanup crew, I'm targeting that when I'm finding those pieces as fast as possible. The survey crew, that one's okay, but it's only going to show you these scavenging locations on the map. So I normally save that one for last because I don't necessarily need those if I'm just pushing through the main quest line. But the scrap crew is trash. It's horrible. It was a bad design decision. They should not have made it to where it's tied to the server, because having an active server tied to a game that whenever the server goes down, and now you have a component of your game that can't be played anymore. And I don't mean like, oh, you can't get the achievement. I actually mean that this hurts the scrap economy in the game. Because if the game was built around the idea that you will get scrap while you're online and when you're offline, as long as you have an online connection, if the idea is that, oh, they'll get scrap pretty much constantly if they have the right things, that mentality was kind of how the game was built. So if the game was built around this idea, and then you remove half of the idea, you've turned your full-fledged idea into a half-ass idea. Now, it takes longer to get scrap in the game, which means you have to grind, which means you have to, you have to put in extra effort to collect these things that, to some degree, would be gathered naturally just through
My belly hurt.
through gameplay.
We'll get food
Good
soon.
job, GutGash. Not
They're
me.
too valuable to stop.
But, like, yeah, like, yes, it makes scrap grinding more difficult in this game. And I think that it was an extremely poor decision on the developer's part, just because it seems short-sighted. It seems extremely short-sighted. Because let's make an achievement, let's make a system, let's make the scrapping tie into this one thing, this one unique thing that allows you to gain scrap offline.
I think we might actually make it.
So I didn't cage them. GutGash did. They are...
Mama, when will we go to the door in the sand?
Hush now. We must wait here a bit longer.
So they are in jail. They're trapped in here, because not all of the stronghold leaders are good people. I'm just working with them because it benefits me. GutGash actually sells these guys to somebody in the north as you progress the game.
To the burning towers and then to the citadel. Don't fear. We will not go with them.
See, they're gonna take, she just says they're gonna take them to the citadel. So they are involved in the slave trade. That is what's going on there. It kind of sets it up for kind of like you thought about them. It's a little girl and her mother. Why are they in a cage? It's meant to ask you why, and then it presents you with the answer later on in the game that they're slaves, and then it presents you with an opportunity to help them. And I think it's actually tied to a quest. So do have to help them, if I remember correctly. You have to actually help them regardless of how you feel. But at this point, Mad Max doesn't own the strongholds. He's just helping them. So he can't really get involved with their political affairs. So he can't really save those kids. Well, the mother and her kid. You get opportunities to interact with that stuff later on. But this particular area with that particular scene with them talking about... yeah, they introduce a character that's going to be brought up later on. And yeah, no, I think it was well thought out and well done. Most of this game really was. The only real issue I have with this game is, like I said, the scrapping system. The scrapping system, that to me is a little bit frustrating, to put that much thought into so many aspects of your game, and then to have something that has a prerequisite that is tied to something that is outside of a player's control. You can't control the servers, you can't control network connection, things like that. It would suck to remove the online gaming aspect, but even if it was a good idea at first and it was a really cool thing, it seems like they should have adjusted the scrap economy a little bit to plan for this after the servers went down. They should have went back and revisited the game and put, you know, at least a couple of months or something into it and be like, okay, this system doesn't work the way it originally was intended to work because we don't have the same tools that we did at the time that we created it. I think that's something they should have revisited the idea and at least addressed it. But they didn't care enough. We're talking about Warner Brothers. They didn't have any of the, and I'm not even saying they didn't have the foresight. They probably did have the foresight to see something like this, but they didn't think that the game would outlive its online services. And for some people, this game has outlived its online services to the point where I'm still playing this on stream. I have, I think, like 6 other streams where I'm streaming this game for at least an hour to 3 hours each. Like, I have put in hours on this game. Even off of stream, right? Even off of stream. This is my main character that got me back into playing Mad Max again. My playtime is 5 days and 15 hours. I am almost at 6 total days. That's 24 hours, 6 times. And I'm still on another playthrough with 13 hours right now. This is the one I've been streaming with. So this game is so much fun that I started and played for 5 days. Still haven't beaten this game because I'm trying to 100% that one. Not the platinum achievement, but I'm trying to 100% like the scrap and all that stuff. But this one's taken me a lot longer to play, and this is my casual play. That's why I'm not playing that one on stream. I may stream with this character later on whenever my stream character kind of catches up. But to put this much time and effort into a game, I think that speaks for itself. You know, nobody puts this many hours into a game that they don't like. And I've also spent a little bit more time on Reddit, and like the Mad Max communities and stuff on Reddit, and there are still people to this day playing this game in communities on Reddit. Like this is, it's still somewhat of a niche, but it is still very much a good game that is still getting attention several years after release. So I think that they could have addressed it. I think that they could have looked at the scrap economy and been like, hey, this was a factor whenever we had it as an online service. This is no longer a factor for us. We need to readdress it.
I could sure use your help again.
You always need help.
My people believe that the big wet shall once
again here you go.
splash these barren shores. I need them to keep believing. In belief, there's hope. But they need an idol, a relic of the water gods. And I think I found it.
What is it?
An idol of a critter of the ocean. It will give them the hope that they need. And their hope will see us through. You'll find it in the wall, north of here. Use your long lookers.
They don't know what binoculars are. It's crazy. So you notice the way that GutGash phrases it right there. His people believe that it will benefit them in the Great Wet. that is coming, and whenever I like to have my games with captions on because I am attention deficit disorder, and sometimes I need the words to be able to pay attention. But if you look at the captions just a moment ago, he specifically has their God in parentheses. He specifically has, like, even right here in this this quest panel right here, you can see where it has religious idol in quotations. Whereas this kind of emphasizes the point that GutGash doesn't necessarily believe what his people believe, but he does believe that they need to believe this in order to keep moving forward. So he's allowing them to believe this, he's not challenging their beliefs, and he's supporting his people in what they believe. But you can clearly see that he does not believe it. Yes, he does not believe it. You can see that. It's very plain he does not believe it. He believes that they need the motivation. He believes that they need the hope that it gives. The game is very nuanced like that too. Like, GutGash seems like a genuinely nice guy. He seems like he cares about his flock, his group. There's a lot of things about him that kind of make him a somewhat likable character, right? But then you add in this little nuance down here where he's literally got people in a cage waiting to be shipped out for slavery.
Didn't think you were the kind of person to stick around in one place this long.
Right? So, like, they give you a huge contrast between his actions and his words versus what him and his people are actually up to. And that is being involved in the slave trade. Now, Mad Max as an entity that's just helping these people, he's not invested in this settlement. He's not invested in that little girl. He's not invested in the woman. He doesn't genuinely care about them, really. Not at this point in the story, anyways. But it raises the question.
We'll find out.
It makes you think about it.
Due north.
And see, they want me to go check out. Let's see, what is that? Is it this one? Northern Tunnel, I think, is where the relic is. Oh no, it's this one, the harbor wall. I'm gonna go do Pink Eye first, honestly. This game has a good bit of nuance to it too, like, and it makes sense because in a wasteland apocalypse like this, not everything is black and white, you know. Not everything is just straightforward. There's always nuance in real life as well. I think they gave a great representation of that in the game. I think they did. I'm heaping praise on this game because I think they did really good. I have minor complaints about it, you know, the scrap economy. It makes the game a little bit more grindy, but it's good. It's really good. I highly suggest it if you ever want to get into something like this. Oh yeah, it's always nice to hear from you, bud. I understand it's getting a little late, but I'm glad you stopped in. I'm glad I got to chat with you for a minute. I always enjoy a little bit of a chat. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, a wonderful rest of your evening.
I'll safeguard her.
Hey there, little buddy. You look like you're in misery. Let me put you out of it. So anyways, thank you, man. I appreciate the support. You're awesome, man. Alright, off to the next one. Oh, hey there. Hi.
It's naked.
And I missed. Yoink. Really? Is that how we're doing this, huh? Come here.
Dump it, and we'll tear that tire right off.
Where are you going, buddy? Is he gonna get in the other car? Really? Come here, little buddy. Nah. We ain't doing that shit. Yeah, we're going this way, little buddy. We're going this way. Oh, he's hitting me. Come here. I'm gonna take you out of that freaking vehicle, sir. Nah. Come on, lean out.
The angel's corpus is burning and bleeding.
Ouch. Oh, he missed. Good. Come here. You're being annoying. You gotta You gotta.
The wind, the gasoline, where's in the house?
This might fall though.
Damn, and the U-turn. Where's the speed?
Let's see if we can get a twofer. Did you see the dude do a cartwheel?
As if she has sprung an angel's way!
It needs repairs now.
Yes, yes, yes. I will nurse her back to health. Get through the jumpers! Carcass! Right there! More scrap for us! No more long-hurled lead for him! There goes.
Pink Eye's tower. Still in one piece. Almost there. What are Pink Eye's defenses?
Just a big, thick wall tower. Hard to bridge.
I'm gonna scout it out before we get any closer.
Sound idea. Sound idea. Keep our distance. Work up a plan.
Something I have to do here.
More crawlies!
Help us, stranger. Our walls crumble. My sister Pink will succumb if you do not destroy them catapulters.
Low, smoke rises, roots have descended. Oh. Cannon, piston, we must make our presence felt.
No. There's no reason to risk our skin here.
If Pink Eye should die,
We'll use the gear that's in there. Your fabled fingers are nimble enough.
my fingers won't fail me, Saint. But these defilers, the very same ones that destroyed my sanctum. Saint, summon into mind the horrors they brought. They will do the very same here, and they will leave no sacred tools.
They'll burn what they can't carry.
And they break what they cannot burn.
Then let's go.
Yes, Saint. Praise me. Fire and brimstone! They're reducing the Pink Eye Sanctum to rubble! They swarm like flies!
There's only one way inside. Through them. So they live in the silo.
Alas, I do not know what to say to that. They live in a large stone tube. We prevail!
The catapults will be a problem.
Let's use the harpoon and rip the beast open! That's one of them! comes in sight. Think I won't have much time.
Let's hope Pink Eye can hold her own until we find a way in.
I see a way. But it's,
Maybe there's a way up through the ruins.
Try to get our lovely magnum opus into safety. I'll look after her, Saint. I will.
Controls. One down. All clear. Massacre. Let's see what's inside.
Wheels! 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 Lay down your arms. Let's you and me parley instead.
No more sticky tricks, Stink Gum. Today, we finish it.
Called my bluff, Wheels! It finishes today. The total erratification of all! You, everything here!
Master order this? Scrotus word? Or you playing solo?
Oh, it's sanctioned.
Tell me
Way
about it.
up on high.
Bring him out!
Killer there won't save you!
Scurry back to your master!
Finally! Strange enemies! In the battle! Rend the scum thin! Got lucky! Stand! Or I drain it!
You tell me, son.
Tell you what?
Tell me why I shouldn't land a slug right between your eyes.
I need your help.
Let me get this straight. You come here, stranger to my domain, and risk your life to help us?
Yes.
Desperate and capable. I think we can do business.
Listen, Saint. There's fresh talk of the big chief in Gastown. Woo-hoo!
Can we trust it?
Oh, these folks, they know engines, huh? And the V8 we seek.
Let's hear it.
They say, to take the big chief, one must win a most dangerous race.
Who do I see about this race?
The Gastowners call him the Outcrier. Oh, he hangs out near the refinery underbelly.
So, this was kind of my goal today, was to clear the Smoke Rises quest, to get into Pink Eye's stronghold, and to initiate the cleanup crew mission, or the cleanup crew scrap parts, so that I can start tracking those down, because the cleanup crew is always my first priority when entering into a new area, because of how useful the cleanup crew really is in this game, especially with the scrap economy the way that it is. You know, it was originally boosted with an online feature that, because this server no longer exists, you know, the online feature no longer works. And that would be the scrap crew, not to be confused with the cleanup crew. So the scrap crew is basically useless, with the exception of, you know, maybe making the stronghold a little bit more upgraded. But unless you're trying to upgrade every stronghold to max, it's kind of like, it's literally, it's one of the last things I would do, even if I was trying to 100%. And I ran into the issue whenever I got into the game again. On my main character, I did go for the scrap crew because I thought it would be useful, and it is not. It is not useful in any way, shape, or form. Do not get it unless you are trying to go for something specific. Don't get it thinking that it's going to be helpful in any way, shape, or form. But the cleanup crew is going to be the next thing I'm going to work on, and then I'm going to kill this stream. Should I say kill stream? I'm gonna be ending this stream here in just a minute, but just kind of want to unmute my mic again and just kind of mention that I did do the goal that I was trying to get to today. We did a lot of stuff today, mostly a little bit of grinding and getting some scrap, got a few upgrades. I went and did a particular task that got me a defense upgrade for my car, which I haven't put on yet, but I should be pretty close to being able to afford it. And it's one of the next upgrades I'm going to put on my car. But with that being said, this was really fun. I really hope you come for more streams. I may cut this part down or edit it out in the final product, because I have been going back through my previous streams in my free time, which, because I'm going to school, I don't have a huge amount of. It's actually what I'm fixing to do whenever I get off here. I'm going to go do some more schoolwork, so that I can get a little bit closer to my degree. Every step counts. So, right, that's what I keep telling myself. Every step counts, and to me, it really does. Everything matters. So that's pretty much it for today. I'm gonna run through here, and I'm gonna pick up the cleanup crew tasks so I can mark those on the map. And I might I might move around to some of the strongholds, fast travel around, see if I can get my ammo refilled, refill my gas and stuff from my car. You know, get a you know, food, water, all the things that my character needs, so that I can have a good save state for the next time I do a stream. Whenever I get back on, and I can just hop straight back into the next task that I want to work on, which will probably be the cleanup crew parts for Pink Eye and her stronghold. Because again, that's number one priority for me, is the cleanup crew. I like destroying the vehicles, and the cleanup crew makes that fun. So that's pretty much it. If you had fun, like, follow, hit the subscribe. I am just at 90 subscribers. I'm trying to hit my 100 mark. 91 is the year I was born, though, so I will probably put out a special thank you to whoever is my 91st subscriber. This is at the end of the stream, so nobody's probably ever going to see this. But if you do and you really want to help me out, hit that 91 on my subscriber count. Be the 91th, the 91st, the 91th subscriber. Be that number 91. Because that's the year I was born, and that number means something to me, right? We as humans like patterns, and that's a pattern for me. I like the number 91 as the year I was born and everything. So for whoever is the 91st subscriber, if you're seeing this and you subscribe because of this message, then I really appreciate you, and I appreciate everybody who got me to 90. But 91 is kind of a special number for me, and the next goal is going to be 100, and then after that it's going to be 100,000, and then it'll be 100 million. We got goals, baby. We got goals. Doing what I love, and I really hope that somebody else out there enjoys this stuff as much as I do, and maybe you learn something from the playthroughs. Maybe you see something. Maybe maybe you enjoy a rant that I go off on. Whatever you enjoy, I hope that you can find something that you enjoy here. I'm gonna go ahead and mute myself and finish out this stream, finish out this run, and then I will catch up with you guys whenever I see you. Thank you guys so much for the support.
The time has come for us to uproot. There's no way we can stand up to Gastown. I'm sending my young ones away. Across the Great White. Out the unknown.
They'll run out of fuel and die.
But we're not using fuel. We'll build a dune ship, on wheels, with a sail to catch the wind.
Why are you telling me this?
I think you might help me, for a price. I've found a fitting sail. I know where to get it, but not how. As reward, treasure from the days of old. Still buried beneath the dunes and ruins.
You'll see my signal when it's safe.
What's this I hear about you snatching steel from our turf?
Bad enough we have to bring back that smelly yellow. We have to go all the way to GutGash's turf to fetch it.
Jeet has us all on fucking corpse pickup duty. You put him up to that?
One crow test run don't make no driver.
My scouts tell me GutGash hauled away some big container or other from the eastern tunnels, right under my nose. I think he's up to something. We got all the powder we need. Enough to trade.
You really want to put Black in the hands of anyone?
Anyone who ain't Scrotus. I need you to open a passage into the Dead Barrens for me to send caravans over. You get me one of them big fuel trucks out there and we'll pack it with explosives. It should make a big hole in that wall. You'll be able to feed your shooter in the Dead Barrens, too. Now, there's a convoy around. I'll show you where it usually runs.
You brought that powder cook back here. If he sploods us all up, I'm coming after you.
Yeah, he's supposed to be Reggie Ditch.
Be every day blended into the other. But now you never know what the next day will bring. Fucking Scrotus war parties, raids, roadkill, starvation, sickness, poison, storms. It's never ending.
Here you can place it at least.
Pink Eye was liberated. Those rats will scurry off and steer at another ship next. Mark my words.
What happened to the concubine? The child?
The child slipped away. Not much good it'll do her. Now, as for the concubine, she was part of a deal. Not much good it'll do me.
GutGash be waiting on you. Go see him now. stuff we got going. I'm not surprised we can lick those screws.